guess the metaphor is that pay per lead and the way that we grow our agencies sometimes can leave a bit of a bad taste in the mouth. Hey there, it's Dan Wardrope here from Flexxable. A bit of a reflective post from me today actually. I have just had a brilliant weekend with my family. My parents are over from Australia and we went out for lunch yesterday with mum and dad and my wife and my two kids. And we had seafood, and my son Tommy is 6 years old. He's turning 7 in October, and he tried his first ever oyster. Okay, and for those of you who have tried oysters for the first time, it's complete, shock to the system. You don't love it. You spit it out, and we actually caught this moment on camera where I was able to capture the point where my dad fed. My dad's 72 or something now, but we caught that magical moment where we were able to feed Tommy his very first oyster, and we got the moment where his mouth was just screwed up and his eyes were screwed up and he was absolutely hating it. And it got me thinking about the first time I kind of experienced pay per lead, and the first time I got involved, it was not smooth sailing. It was a moment in time where I was like, I'm not sure if I like this, I'm not sure if it's for me. And I had some experiences with clients where they didn't like the leads and they kept on turning off, and then I'd go on to the next one and go on to the next one. It's kind of like Tommy, the first time he tried that oyster, it wasn't really for him, but we know from experience that oysters are one of these delicacies that we love later on in life. And I guess the metaphor is that pay per lead and the way that we grow our agencies sometimes can leave a bit of a bad taste in the mouth. But it's about resilience, okay? And it's about trying new things and looking at new angles, especially if you are struggling with what you're doing. And that's why I've put together a brand new guide. It's called Escape the Client Penitentiary. And it's about how one of the guys that has joined, I'm not allowed to share his name for secrecy and privacy purposes, but it's about his story, about how he escaped client hell and fired his retainer clients, got his time back and became the boss of his clients rather than the other way around, where he could switch off clients anytime he wanted, and clients can come back and only when he wants, and he's able to kind of dictate terms. He has one funnel, one brand, and his job is to only generate leads. And this is the story of how we did that. So I'm going to send you this guide. It's free. All you have to do is click the link below and it'll open up in Messenger, and you click get started, and I can send that to you. So please do enjoy, and I'll chat to you later.